Good evening, everyone, and welcome to St. Joseph's Hall, St. Vincent Ferrer Seminary Auditorium. I'd like to speak from the heart tonight. Whatever comes out of this prepared speech, which is just my weak assurance that will not get sentimental, is something that people around me wanted to provoke. Ask Father Bong, Sir Pogi, and even Pete to plan out to give me a background music during this speech. I did not intend to change my speech for tonight, but with Father Bong's nagging to make it less rehearsed and more heartfelt, and after giving it a thought, I decided to give a different start to it. Anyway, come what may, I guess it's about time to release it a little bit because my mind has kept me composed for quite a long time already. And it is causing me so much psychosomatic headache. Ever since I was conceptualizing the story, to writing it, and even worse, rehearsing it with my students who have showed so much enthusiasm all this time, no matter how many times they have fallen short of faith in them, or scolded them because I was so anxious to give the seminary the best, for the last time. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to St. Joseph's Hall. This is where I grew up as a playwright, an actor, and a director. This I thank the seminary for. This place made me fall in love with the highest form of art that uses God's greatest creation, man, as the subject and medium of it. This is also the reason that the end, you're challenging my acting skills here. Through this place, I give my greatest, yet I believe not my last tribute to my alma mater. Though this place also, I pass on the very gifts I have learned and I have received here in St. Vincent Ferrer Seminary to my students who have willingly received it, especially now that we have already produced Amo Vita. My feelings are all mixed up already. For those of you who know why and what this play is for me and why I wrote this, I am sure you would understand the deep joy as well as the anxieties I have now that our journey for less than 2 months is all coming into place this afternoon. I was supposed to write the script last semester, but I took the courage to write it just this November. I did not even put an ending to it because to me, finishing it reminds me of Jesus' words in the cross. It is finished. But like all stories, I'd like to finish it and deliberately search for the ending. We all knew the ending just 2 weeks ago. Blocking it and rehearsing it was quite a discomfort for all of us. You can ask them their experience of it. I guess from my experience, the beauty of this play is the journey of completing it, both the story and the staging of it. Many of the details, the units and the beats of the characters, and the technicalities of this play was just completed 3 days ago. We had lots of conflicts, both in the artistic and the business side of it. It was not that easy, but we were able to go through with it. We had to find ways also to synergize all the elements of the musical play, from the acting, the singing, the dancing, and the music. The first thing we had to consider was to make sure that our actors know how to sing, and many of our seminarians who were good in acting were not necessarily singers. So we had to audition them and arduously coach them. And many of the actors you'll be seeing tonight are first-timers. Giving them a break in Amo Vita is one of our gifts to the seminary. Another challenge was to find the words to the songs of Amo Vita, since all of the songs you will be hearing tonight are all original. Sir Pogi had to overhaul the lyrics of the songs since I wrote it in 3 verse. And by doing that, he discovered lyricists from among the faculty and the seminarians. another gift of Amo Vitam to the seminary. We struggled with the rehearsals every night despite the hectic schedules, and seminaries had to face the challenges of the day. But still, with enthusiasm, they all went on and on and on. They may be tired at times, I get to scold them from time to time, but they were constantly on the go. They bring so much inspiration. I think Amo Vitam is not just a story you will watch this evening. Amo Vitam is also a manifestation, a story told about the faith we have for each other here in St. Vincent Ferrer Seminary, in good times and in bad times. We might have all the differences, but with faith in God, things will fall into place. The challenges we face along the way are slowly resolved by being there for each other, learning our way every step of the way. And this is what you will watch this evening. Amo Vitam is not just the story of Amo and Vita and Benjamin, characters you will be meeting tonight, but all the more, it is the story of the experience of this community in the family of St. Vincent Ferrer Seminary. Grounded in the words of Porta Fidei 7, faith grows when it is lived as an experience of love received and when it is communicated as an experience of grace and joy. This is the experience we all have of Amo Vitam. To us, who have journeyed together in the ups and downs of this production, hope lingers, life triumphs, love prevails. Amo Vitam is the story of all of us. Thank you for coming to our home and joining us in celebrating the greatness and power of humanity. Bring the message of Amo Vitam to your families, to your schools, to your communities. Spread the word. Amo Vitam is for all of you from our hearts here in St. Vincent Ferrer Seminary. Thank you very much for coming and hope you enjoy Amo Vitam. Thank you very much.